you cannot prosecute. Kasi kayo recommendatory lang, just like this committee.
Yes, we agree, Mr. Chair,
Diba?
that we don't have the authority to
Also,
prosecute.
what's stopping you from giving us all those attachments?
Mr. Chair, it may affect...
Sandali.
Yes.
Tapusin ko ako, Chairman. Now, ang hindi ko maintindihan, but you sasabihin, you will give your that reason na you cannot submit because it will affect. Well, in fact, I talked to your chairman yesterday. And it is not.
Breaking news. Congressman Acop, Congressman Suarez at Congressman Paduano, tablado sa sagot ng COA representative na si Attorney Gloria Camora at Attorney Erwin Lapitan. Sa isinagawang second public hearing para sa good government and public accountability nitong mga nakaraang araw, mukhang nakapunto si Vice President Sara Duterte sa mga sagot ng COA representative sa mga tanong ng mga congressman sa isinagawang public hearing. Matapos gisahin sa pagtatanong ni Congressman Romeo Acop si Attorney Gloria Camora, patungkol sa kung paano ginastos ng Office of the Vice President ang nasabing confidential funds, tinanong ni Congressman Acop ang COA, kung possible bang mag-conduct ng surveillance activities sa 132 areas in 11 days. Sinagot naman ito ng COA na possible naman mangyari dahil pwedeng i-consider kung ilang tao lang ang pinagbigyan ng pondo. Pahayag naman ni Congressman Acop na, but the liquidation report does not say so at inassume na lang di umano ito ng COA, pero sumagot naman ng COA na nag-submit ang OVP ng documentary evidence para sa nasabing activities, at dito na nga ay inihinto na ni Congressman Acop ang kanyang pagtatanong.
Na-mention kanina ni Chairman, the Honorable Joel Chua, na in the accomplishment report of the President, if I remember it right, meron pong ginamit na yung surveillance in 132 places. Tama ba ba, Mr. Chair? Yung
areas po yun.
narinig ko na yun.
132 areas po.
Yes.
Yung 125 million, parang ginamit po yan in 132 areas.
Yes, and accordingly, it was 100% compliance. Hindi po ba sa tingin ng COA, medyo kwan ito? Medyo imposible?
Mr. Chair, parang based on other, parang okay lang naman po siya.
Kami po ay gumagamit din po ng intelligence fund. Nanggaling po ako sa service At alam ko na mahirap gawin ito. I will conduct surveillance in 132 areas in 11 days. Tapos kayo ngayon, sa COA, sinasabi ninyo na posible pala ito. Samantalang kami on the ground na gumagawa nito, noong ako'y nasa serbisyo, nahihirapan po kami. So, what is your basis na pwedeng sabihin na posible ito, Madam COA?
Mr. Chair, there are also deficiencies here.
No, tinatanong ko lang po kayo kasi sa mata po ng COA, yung mag-conduct ka ng surveillance activities in 132 areas in 11 days, para sa amin po na gumagawa nito in our use of intelligence funds, no, ako po yung nasa serbisyo, nahirapan po kami Tapos sa mata pala ninyo, posible pala ito. Tama po ba yung aking kaisipan?
Mr. Chair, ang identified lang po ay number of areas, pero pwede din pong i-consider yung kung ilan po yung kung ilang tao po yung pinag-spendan ng funds, Mr. Chair.
But the liquidation report does not say so.
Yes, Mr. Chair. But,
In-assume na lang ninyo yun
Mr. Chair, meron po silang submitted na mga documentary evidence.
Okay.
Sa kabilang banda naman, nais ni Congressman J.J. Suarez na magpaliwanag ang COA regarding sa documentary evidence na sinubmit ng OVP para sa accomplishment report ng utilization of confidential and intelligence funds nito. Sinagot naman ito ng COA na hindi maari dahil sa merit ng kaso at hindi pa final ang decision dahil binibigyan pa ng 6 months ang OVP para magpaliwanag. Galit na galit naman si Congressman Paduano sa dahilan ng mga COA representatives na kung bakit daw hindi maari na magsumite ng mga documents ang COA sa request ng committee. Sinagot naman ito ng COA na ang notice of disallowance ay consider not final kaya maari itong maka-influence sa desisyon ng commission proper sakaling dalhin doon ang kaso.
So dito po ma'am, sa mga nabili pong mga medical and food aid, 40 million. Alam niyo po ba kung anong klaseng medisina at pagkain ang binili?
Wala pong information, Mr. Chair.
Wala po kayong information, so hindi po sinamit ito?
Hindi po very detailed ang documentary evidence of payment.
So there are documentary evidence that were submitted, am I correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Are you in possession of these documentary evidence right now?
Right now, Mr. Chair, wala po.
Can you expound on these documentary evidence that you are saying that were submitted, however lacking?
Mr. Chair, that is already parts of the merits of the case, so we can only comply po through subpoena.
Okay, I therefore move, Mr. Chair, for a... No, although meron na po tayong subpoena jus tecum para sa mga documents, no? Matanong ko lang, ma'am, kanina niyo pa binabanggit yung case. Ano pong kaso itong kanina niyo pa inuulit na nababanggit?
Mr. Chair, ano pa-clarify po?
Sabi niyo po kasi this is part of a case, this is part of a case. I think you mentioned it maybe 4 or 5 times. Can I just be informed of what case you are pertaining to?
Mr. Chair, yung notice of disallowance po kasi is an audit action of COA na hindi po final. So, they have an opportunity po to appeal on to appeal the notice of disallowance. So, we cannot just divulge information about it po. Kumbaga, it's still ongoing. It's not yet final.
Yes, I understand that, but what is the case? You said there's a case. Ano yung kaso?
Mr. Chair,
Kasi when you say a case, usually it's a case filed in court, a case that's pertaining to a certain activity already in the judicial system. So what case are you pertaining to?
Mr. Chair, may I correct myself then that it is not a case, but the audit actions po of
Therefore, there's no
COA.
case, ma'am.
It is a case pero it is civil in nature po.
Oh, admin. So and anyway,
Mr. Chairman.
yeah, but in any case,
Yes, Congressman Paduano.
Mr. Chairman, I do disagree with the position of COA. Because, well, in fact, you were issued a subpoena notice TICO with regards to the notice of disallowance, di ba? And you submitted it to the committee. Tama?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Oh, sinabit nyo nga yung highlights eh. All we're asking is to justify this. We're not talking about the case. We're just talking about if indeed the ND that you have all the highlights of such yung ginawa nyo with regards to the budget of OBP is indeed tama. So what's stopping you from submitting all those attachments? Kasi nandito na nga eh. Di ba?
And before you answer, just to clarify, COA, let me read the provision under the Rules of Procedure Governing Inquiries in Aid of Legislation. Section 1, Power to Conduct Inquiries, Paragraph 2 provides that the filing or pendency of a case before any court, tribunal, or quasi-judicial or administrative body shall not stop or abate any inquiry conducted to carry out a legislative purpose. So kahit po yung mga sinatawag po nating sub judice, hindi po kami covered nun. So please answer ko. You are,
Mr. Chair,
please
may I
identify
allow-
yourself. Attorney,
Erwin Lapitan.
Attorney
Mr. Chair.
Lapitan, please continue.
Yes, Mr. Chair, i-clarify ko lang po na ang ND po ay audit decision po. It's an audit decision by the auditor po. And the nature of a notice of disallowance is civil in nature po.
There is no case yet filed.
It's actually a case before the
No,
case ay...
you cannot prosecute. Kasi kayo recommendatory lang, just like this committee.
Yes, we agree, Mr. Chair,
Diba?
that we don't have the authority to
Also,
prosecute.
what's stopping you from giving us all those attachments?
Mr. Chair, it may affect...
Sandali.
Yes.
Tapusin mo ako, Chairman. What's stopping
Yes,
you
continue.
from giving all those attachments being requested by this committee? What will influence you?
Mr. Chair, it may affect the adjudication process by the commission proper. And
Sandali.
yes, Mr.
Sandali. Isa-isahin po natin. Ano yung first reason nyo? Isa-isahin muna natin. It will affect the adjudication of the commission proper.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
In what manner?
Of course, Mr. Chair, the commission, the COA has a constitutional power to adjudicate. Therefore, any information that may affect its adjudication procedures or processes, and considering that the notice of disallowance is not yet final, then
But you know, inquiries in aid of legislation, kailangan namin dito mga dokumento. Now, eto, notice of disallowance, di ba? And nyo, eto yung highlights. Oh, how can you justify to us if you cannot submit
Yes.
the attachments and the documents that gives the result of this notice of disallowance? Simply, it cannot influence
yes, Mr.
the commission proper.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we will comply upon issuance of the subpoena.
Hindi, nag-issue na nga eh.
Yes.
Di ba, Mr. Chairman, nag-issue na nga?
Yes,
Yes,
we already...
Hindi, ang hindi ko lang ma-accept yung reasoning nyo na it will affect the possible decision of the commission proper because well, in fact, sabi ko nga kaya nung nakaraan pa, it will take 6 months, di ba? Tama, 6 months, di ba? Before it goes through with commission proper, di ba?
Mr.
Kasi
Chair,
may-
the appeal process...
Kaya nga may appeal because of the appeal, di ba? Now, ang hindi ko maintindihan, but yung sasabihin, you will give that reason na you cannot submit because it will affect. Well, in fact, I talked to your chairman yesterday, and it is not a valid reason. And please don't push me to invite your chairman dito.
Anong masasabi nyo sa isinasagawang hearing ng Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability? Sang-ayon ba kayo na sa opisina lamang ng Vice Presidente nakatutok ang pag-imbestiga ng nasabing committee, samantalang hindi lang naman ang OVP ang merong notice of disallowance patungkol sa confidential funds at intelligence funds? Kung nagustuhan mo ang bidyong ito, huwag mo kalimutang mag-comment, mag-like, mag-subscribe, at huwag mo din kalimutang i-click ang notification bell para updated ka sa mga susunod naming video. Maraming salamat po.